Today, I was thinking, what a great time to be alive if you love the theater of the absurd.
Well, Mr. Lynch, it doesn't get much more absurd than our breaking story today. The New York Times is reporting the real reason why Trump lowered the boom on Nicolas Maduro. Well, here's a hint.
Just bust a move.
Welcome to Occupy Democrats, and hit that subscribe button so we can keep busting a move on Donald J. Trump. Now, in our featured story today, apparently Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro provoked Trump prior to his capture in absolutely the most ridiculous and humiliating way. Now, what did he do to deserve this? Well, stick around. I'll show you on the other side.
In an extraordinary pre-dawn raid, U.S. forces seized Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, from Caracas, and flew them to New York, where Maduro has been indicted on drug charges. U.S. officials have offered conflicting justifications: self-defense, counter-narcotics, and, according to President Donald Trump himself, Venezuela's vast oil reserves.
Are you going to demand free and fair elections in the short term in Venezuela?
Well, it depends, what you're talking. We have to do one thing in Venezuela, bring it back. It's a dead country right now. It's a country that, frankly, we would have been, if I had lost the election, we would have been a dead country. We would have been Venezuela on steroids. Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back, and we're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure. And the oil companies are ready to go. They're going to go in, they're going to rebuild the infrastructure. We built it to start off with many years ago. They took it away. You can't do that. And you can't do that with me. They did it with other presidents.
How soon do you think an election can take place in Venezuela? How soon can an election take place?
Well, I think we're looking more at getting it fixed, getting it ready first, because it's a mess. The country is a mess. It's been horribly run. The oil is just flowing at a very low level, much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they're doing. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in, and they're going to fix the infrastructure, and they're going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything. We're going to just take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country. We're going to take care, more importantly, of the people, including Venezuelans that are living in our country that were forced to leave their country. And they're going to be taken very good care of.
In New York, Maduro was paraded through the streets in an open vehicle, a moment critics described as unprecedented and humiliating. Trump later claimed the United States is now running Venezuela, a statement directly contradicted by acting Venezuelan leader Delcy Rodriguez.
Now, in the long history of geopolitics, there are many examples of world events informed by popular dance crazes. While you remember Richard Nixon doing the huckabuck, or Boutros Ghali dancing the Hully Gully, well, nevertheless, no one cuts the rug quite like DJT. So in today's breaking story, as if things aren't absurd enough, check this out.
An innocent dance, a looping beat, and 3 words that echoed far beyond Caracas. No war, yes, peace. What looked like a casual moment on Venezuelan state television may have detonated a geopolitical explosion. U.S. President Donald Trump, already furious over rising tensions with Caracas, was watching closely. And according to sources cited by the New York Times, that dance, lighthearted, defiant, almost playful, became the final straw. On screen, Nicolas Maduro stood up. He smiled. He danced. A remix of his own speech blasted through the hall as his recorded voice repeated in English, "No crazy war." To millions online, it was a viral moment. To the White House, it was mockery. Just days earlier, the U.S. had launched a strike on a Venezuelan dock it claimed was tied to drug trafficking. Maduro's response? Rhythm. And it wasn't the first time. Maduro had danced to the same track at earlier public events, chanting victory, peace, and defiance over and over again. U.S. officials believed the message was clear. Venezuela was calling America's bluff. Within days, Washington decided to act. At midnight on Saturday, an elite U.S. military team moved in. Caracas went dark. Military installations were hit, and in a lightning raid, Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, were detained. The couple was flown straight to New York to face sweeping charges: narco-terrorism conspiracy, weapons offenses, and cocaine importation plots. In custody, Maduro wished U.S. drug enforcement agents a happy new year, flashing a thumbs up as cameras rolled, before being transferred to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. President Trump delivered a blunt message. Washington, he said, would now take charge of Venezuela. He didn't mention the dance, but he spoke at length about oil. Behind the scenes, U.S. officials revealed they had already identified a potential interim replacement: Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, the architect of Venezuela's oil policy.
U.S. troops. I mean, one thing that Americans and a lot of people are wondering, you just sounded like you weighed out another strike, another land strike, at least in Venezuela. You sound like you weighed that out. But
well, we didn't need it. We were prepared to do a second strike if we needed. We're totally prepared.
But that's off
We're
the table.
still prepared.
That's off the table now.
No, it's not. If they don't behave, we will do a second strike.
Will you demand
The
that the
question is
Venezuelans
that
are...
the American troops, are they going to be on the ground? They're doing any kind of peacekeeping? I think Americans are very...
It depends on what happens. It depends a little bit on the new administration, if you want to call it.
So if you see that pushback from Rodriguez and ultimately...
Well, I don't think there was pushback. I think that...
She called it...
You hear a different person than I hear.
Really? So you have spoken with her?
We talked to them, yeah.
Oh, you did speak with her?
They've been very good.
Because she called it kidnapping of Maduro.
It's all right. It's not a bad term.
Oh, kidnapping, that's an okay word now, I guess. Well, what do you know? Okay, here's something Trump won't hear at his Temu Kennedy Center.
Do you want to dance? Yeah!